guys, it's Way here, and welcome back to another FIFA 17 Ultimate Team trading video. Today, I'm actually going to be bringing you guys one of the best trading methods on the game, and probably the best way of making coins right now on FIFA 17, and it's a method I would definitely recommend you guys trying out. It's a kind of mixture between the Hunter, Catalyst, Shadow method, and also the position change method, which are my two favourite methods right now to make a ton of coins on FIFA 17. But I have had quite a few complaints on both the Hunter sniping method video and also the left and right forward sniping method video, which although theoretically can make you an absolute ton of coins because you have so many cards coming up on the market you can make a lot of profit on, in reality you only pick up about 1 in 10 cards, so a lot of people were having issues getting cards, and even if you're really good at sniping and you do get a lot of cards, the majority of you guys were not making too much profit with those methods. So I wanted to bring you a method that's a lot easier to do, and this one here is very easy, very effective, and can make you a ton of coins. You can easily make around about 25 to 50,000 coins an hour using this method, and it's just so effective. So it's one I would definitely recommend you guys trying out. So without further ado, let's go on into the video. So all you're going to need to do is just go to gold strikers for under 2,000 coins. So put the maximum buy now to 2,000 coins like that, and press search. And you're just looking for any decent cards. So Moose is a decent one. You're looking for players who play in good leagues, have good stats, and just look like a card you wouldn't mind using. Also, cards that have good passing are really good to do this with because you're going to be looking them up in other positions as well as different chemistry styles. But any overpowered popular players on the game are perfect. You don't want to go with someone like this guy right here, Okaka or Dini, because no one really uses those cards, especially in different positions. Whereas someone like Jovetic right here is perfect because he'd actually be a decent player that you could use maybe as a centre mid or an attacking midfielder because he's got good passing. Same with someone like Gamiero right here. And you just want to go through and add quite a few different players to your transfer targets. And the reason you're doing this is so you can then just have them there so you can go and check back and look them up in different positions. Adair's a really good one to do it with, as is Torres. Volan's a great one as well. So yeah, you're looking for players who have good passing especially, but you can just do anyone really who plays in a popular league. Zaza's an alright one here. But yeah, anyone who looks decent on the game is a good player to do this with. So we've got a few there. Now all you're going to need to do is just head over to the transfer targets and take a look at those players. Next up, you need to head over to your transfer targets like I've done right here. And the reason you do this and the reason you actually add players to your transfer targets is just so you have an easy to get to list of players to trade with. Now you could do this on your computer, but it's a little bit more complicated. You could go onto Foothead or a website like that. But if you just have it on Ultimate Team, it's really quick and easy to check out. So you can just head back here, find some players to trade with, go and look them up. It's very easy. So let's go and check Gamiero's price right now. And what we're going to be doing is actually looking them up in different positions. So we're going to head over here. We're going to find Kevin Gamiero on the transfer market. You're going to look him up in different positions and different chemistry styles. So this is a mixture of the position change method, which is very effective on this game. And it's also going to be a bit of the chemistry style method. So we're going to look him up in attacking midfield. We're going to find what he sells for. And you're looking for deals on buy now and on bid. Now we actually already have a buy now deal right there. We get one for 3.8k. He's going for around about 4.9, and as you see here there are deals we can put bids on as well, and there's quite a few different players. This one's actually in Hunter, so if I can get that for anything under like 4k, that is not bad at all. But as you see, there are quite a few deals on bid, quite a few deals on buy now we could potentially get as well, and the lowest buy now right now is actually 4.6k, and other than that he's going for 4.9. I could actually sell that card that I just picked up for around about 4.7k, and I could easily make some decent profits. So I'm actually going to put a bid on this card here, maybe 3.5k, and hopefully try and get him. But there you go, first search. We've already found one deal on a buy now, and we found a few deals on bid. So I'm actually going to go and list that card up and try and win this one right here, and then I'll go back and look up some more players and show you guys some more things you can do. Just even with Gamiero, we've only looked him up in attacking midfield right now. We've got a few more positions, a few more chemistry styles to go, so I'm going to list up that Gamiero and then I'll be back. So here we go, we're just listing up the Gamiero that we got right here. Got him for 3.8k, listing for 4.7, that's around 800 coins profit after year tax, which is not bad at all for my first search on the transfer market. Always look at these cards for one day as well, just because it gives them a much higher likelihood of selling, because they're going to be the cheapest card on the market at one point during that period. So I would definitely recommend listing them up for one day. So there we go, press submit, and he should sell on pretty quickly. You don't only want to look up these players in attacking midfield, you want to look them up in other positions and other chemistry styles. And here we go, first search for centre mids, and we've actually found one for 3.3k, which is a ridiculous deal considering in attacking midfield he's going for like 4.7 or 4.8k. We just got one in centre mid for 3.3. I reckon I could sell him on for around 5,000 coins. It will take a while to sell him, maybe a day or two, but I could sell him on and make around 1.5k profit, which is just a really good easy amount of coins there. I think I'll list him for maybe 4.5 to try and get a quite quick sale. Being on the market for about 10 minutes. So very, very good deal there. We're going to list him up, and then we're going to go and check out some of the other positions and chemistry styles. So there we go. I'm going to list him up right here for 4.5k for one day. Going for 3.3, it's around 1,000 coins profit after EA tax. I could easily sell him for like 5k or so, but I just do want to try and sell him whilst I'm recording, or at least within a short amount of time, so I can actually put him into the video that I'm editing right here, because I want to get this video out today without having to wait too long for it, because I haven't brought a trading method out for a while, and you guys have really been wanting a few over the past couple of days. So there we go. Gonna list him up there. That's gonna be about 1,000 coins profit once he does sell on. So well, as centre mid and attacking midfield, you also want to look these cards up in defensive midfield. You don't have many deals normally, but there are sometimes a few on the market on buy now and also on bid. Now you don't just want to look these cards up in other positions, you also want to look them up in chemistry styles. So Hunter is the main one you want to go with right here. So all you want to do is just find what the lowest buy now is, and it's currently around 3.8k, and you can get some good deals on buy now and also on bids. So lowest buy now 3.5k. There are no deals right here on buy now, but all you want to do here is, as you see, he's going for like 3.5k. Just put the maximum price now to 3k, and you can get some good deals on bid. So you guys can see here, we actually have 3 different players that we could potentially bid on and make some nice coins on. So all you'd have to do here, just put a bit of like 2.5k on him, try and get him for under about 3,000 coins. If I can get him for anything under about 3k, I can list him for about 3.5 and make some nice profit. So I'm actually just going to put a bid on each of these cards here for 2.5k, and I'll show you guys later on if we do manage to pick them up. So put bids on them, and yeah, very, very easy. I wouldn't recommend looking these cards up in Shadow or Catalyst because they're strikers. You can do this with like centre mids and look them up in striker, but it doesn't really work as well. I normally just prefer to do it with strikers. So yeah, look them up in Hunter, you can get some good deals as well. Another player who added to my transfer targets earlier on is Stefan Jovetic. He's got really good passing, so he's a player I think could be a decent attacking midfielder, so people may want to play him there. So if we look him up right now on the market, we've actually already got a deal, and it's been on the market for quite a long time, about 20 minutes, 2.6k, and if we buy that right there, I can actually sell him on for around about 3.2, and that's going to be some nice, easy profit. It's not going to be a huge amount of profit, but 500 or 600 coins is not too bad at all, considering first search, we got a deal, and we can list him up right now, and hopefully make some good coins. So I'm going to list him for 3.1k right here, going for 2.6, and it's going to be just under 500 coins profit after EA tax, which is not bad at all. So here we go, press A, and that is submitted. There are 2 players who this method works very, very effectively with. They're 2 of the best players you can do this with, who aren't actually strikers. They're both default centre forwards, and that is Josip Ilicic from Fiorentina and Rafael from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Now both those cards are default centre forwards. The reason I tell you guys to look for strikers is just because there are very, very few default centre forwards on the game. Most of them will have already been converted. So all you want to do is just look for strikers, but you can also look up these 2 guys right here. So we look up Ilicic right here in striker, since he is a centre forward. We've got 1 player on the market, cheapest on the market, obviously, since it is the only one, 950 coins, and I have seen this guy easily selling for around 2,000, so I'm just going to buy that card. It's the only one on the market, so I can control his price now, and considering he's got a decent card for a striker, he's tall, he's got really good long shots, I reckon 1.5k is an easy price I could sell him on for. I know I've bought him on my Road to Glory account, I think, for like 2,000 coins, so I know people will always buy him for that kind of price, and with the only one on the market, he should definitely sell on within that 1 day period. So list him up there, it's going to be about 500 coins profit after the EA tax, which is not bad at all. We're also going to look him up in attacking midfield right here, so he is currently going for around about 2.5k, could actually be in price fixed right here. But yeah, 2.5k is the lowest by now. I saw loads of deals though on bids, so we've got 1 here that we could put a bid on there. You could easily get these cards for like 1.5k as well, because you have very, very little competition. If we look up in centre mid as well, do we have any deals here? All of them are going for 4,000, so no deals there. And if we look them up in defensive midfield as well, no cards on the market. But now we can look them up in Hunter and see what you're selling for in this chemistry style here. 4.2, no deals there, but we have already managed to get 1 deal with him, and you normally get 1 or 2 deals with each player because you're looking them up in lots of different positions and chemistry styles, so you always have a good opportunity to get some deals. So yeah, we got 1 with him, and that's going to be some nice profit once he does sell on. The other player I said this works very effectively with is Rafael, and if you guys check right here, there are actually 2 cards on the market that I can get on bid. No cards on buy now, but so yeah, 1 for 700 coins there, 1 for 700. I've actually already put a 2,000 coin bid on him, and if I can get that card, I reckon I could sell him on for around 3,500 coins, making some nice profit. So again, I'll show you guys at the end of the video if we do end up picking him up. Not only do you want to look them up in Hunter though, also look him up in Striker and see what you're selling for, as he is a default centre forward, so he does have to be converted. And with players who are centre forwards, you can often get them as strikers for like 700 coins on bid, and there are loads of bid deals here that you could put bids on and easily get the cards very cheaply, because these type of conversions here, no one really pays too much attention to. So you get that card for like 750 and sell them for around 1.1k overnight. And also you do get good deals listed up for like 800 coins on buy now as well, because people don't really take too much notice of the position change. Also look him up in attacking midfield. 2.3k there, we actually have a decent deal, because he's going for, right now, a decent price. He's actually going for around 3,000 coins. So I get that card there for 2.3. Since he is one of the few Brazilian midfielders, I think there's only him and Luis Gustavo in the Bundesliga as kind of central line midfielders who are Brazilian. He's a player who someone could definitely go and buy to build a hybrid around, to maybe hybridize into the Bundesliga from using maybe some Brazilian players like Alexandre Pato or someone. So he's a player I definitely see people using as an attacking midfielder, maybe in a 4-1-2 formation, something like that. So he's definitely a player I would see people buying, and I reckon I could sell him on quite quickly for around 3,000 coins, and that's going to make me about 600 coins profit, maybe a little bit more after the 8 tax, which is not too bad at all. So list him up for 3,000 coins, and that is not bad profit when he does sell on. Another great player to do this with is Jonas, because he's got really good passing. He's a player you could use as a centre forward, an attacking midfielder, even a centre mid, as well as striker. And Hunter Chemistry is great for him because he is quite a slow player. So we look him up in Hunter, see what cards are on the market right now. There's no deals worth picking up there. There is actually one on bid I could potentially put a bid on, but if we go and check him right now in attacking midfield, let's go and see if there are any deals worth picking up here. 3.5k actually, I'll buy that in Catalyst as well. That's a great deal because I can sell him on now for around 4.8k I reckon. That's going to be over 1,000 coins profit when I do sell him on, which is really, really good. And as you guys can see right there, Catalyst Chemistry will be perfect for him as a centre forward or attacking midfielder, because that's going to improve his pace and also his passing. He's already got great shooting. That's actually a decent deal, and I should be able to sell him on and make some great profit on him. And I reckon he could easily sell on within a day for some nice profit. So let's list him up right here. We got him for 3.5k, and he had been on the market for about 10 minutes. And that just goes to show you have so little competition with this method, because it's not like with some of the previous sniping methods I've shown where it's one filter that everyone uses. There are a load of different cards on the market, a load of different prices, and it's very rare that you're going to have a couple of people looking for the same card in the same position in the same camera style at the same time. So you always have a good chance of getting the deals, especially on a buy now. So we're going to list him for 4.7k and hopefully make some good profit on him in not too long. Another great player to use with this method is Danny Welbeck. He's got good passing, so he's good for looking up in attacking midfield, centre mid and CDM. And he plays in the Premier League, and he's English and plays for Arsenal. So he's very popular on Ultimate Team. Let's look him up in Hunter, see if we can get any deals there. He's going for 4.3k as the lowest by now. There's one for 3.5 right there, which I'm going to buy right now. I can list that for about 4.1k, hopefully sell them on there. And also we do have some deals on bid. I prefer to go for the ones on buy now, but you can also put bids on these cards. But you do have to be a bit more patient. Yeah, we actually have one deal there. And since we have 3.3k left, I will go and see if we can get any more deals potentially, and maybe make some coins on them. But anyway, I'll list this guy up for 4,000 coins. He should sell on pretty quickly there and make me around about 400 coins profit after the 8 tax, which is not bad at all. Very, very easy profit right there. I've just looked up Danny Welbeck right now in centre mid, and if you see this one here, it's actually listed for 1,000 coins less, or actually more than 1,000 coins less than any other on the market. 4.9 there is the next lowest. If we get this one here in Catalyst as well for 3.6k, he's converted from striker to centre mid. He goes for like 1,000 coins anyway. The Catalyst camera style is about 1.5k. That's a great deal right there. I can easily list him on for around about 4.6, maybe 4.7 thousand coins, and make myself around 1,000 coins profit on him. And yeah, it will maybe take a bit of time to sell him on, but if I list him for one day, when I come back onto Ultimate Team, he should have sold on. So if you list these cards up in the evening, next time you play Ultimate Team, say maybe in the evening after school, go and do some trading, and once you get back from school, they'll have probably sold on. So there we go. We've got that card there for 3.6k. Let's go and list them up at the final deal we pick up of the episode, which is perfect because I've now run out of coins. And let's list him up for 4.6k for one day, and let's see if he does sell on. So there we go, submit him, and that's going to be the final deal of the episode. So we're back. Once some of those cards have sold on, I'll wait maybe 2 or 3 hours, and I'll be back and show you guys what are sold on and what profit we've been able to make. It's been a couple of hours since I first listed these cards up, and we have managed to sell them all on right here. Kevin Gamero in centre mid, we sold him 4.5k, and we got him for around 3.5k, so nice bit of profit there. Ilicic about 500 coins profit there. Kevin Gamero, another one right here in Hunter, we sold him, made around 1.5k profit on him. Danny Welbeck made around 1.5k profit on him as well. Rafael made about 500 coins there. Jovetic about 500 or 600 on him. This Welbeck right here around 1,000 coins and about 1.5k on Jonas right here. So I've spent around 10 or 15 minutes using this method on camera right here, and I've actually managed to make myself a really good amount of coins, between 7 and about 10,000 coins. And I ended up getting 2 cards on bid. We got Kevin Gamiero here for 2.5k, and this one right here for 2.7. And here, we've listed them both up for 4,000 coins, and they should sell on pretty quickly. But yeah, I'd have made even more coins if I had kind of focused more on the bidding side of this. You do want to put quite a lot of bids on and kind of keep bidding on them to try and win them. That's what I didn't do. So I just put bids on these cards and was lucky enough to win them with no one else trying to outbid me. Sometimes though, people will try and outbid you, so do remember to just keep checking back on your transfer targets and put bids on those players. And there is always that one comment on all my trading videos, that one person who thinks they're Sherlock Holmes and they've just exposed me and found out that I'm faking videos or something. There's always that one comment because they see these cards, for example, in striker when I was getting them in centre mid, this Gamiero right here. The reason that is, it's a visual glitch, so these cards always have their default chemistry style, so the basic one. They always have their default position. So even though I was guessing, I think I got a Welbeck in like centre mid for one of these cards, it says I got him in striker. Rafael, he's a default centre forward. I got him as a striker there, and as you see, he is a centre forward here. So it's just a visual glitch. It's not kind of me trying to fake videos or something, anything. I don't know why I would do that, but anyway, you guys can see, made a ton of coins, and this is probably the best way of making profit on FIFA 17 right now. The best way of making coins, because unlike sniping filters that have shown you in the past that can make a lot of coins, this method right here, you don't have the same kind of competition, because you don't normally have a couple of people looking for the same player in the same position or the same chemistry style at the same time. So when you find a deal, you're generally going to be the only one who sees that deal, at least if you're quick enough to get them. I mean, sometimes the card may get bought by someone else. So if you do see a deal, you want to pick them up as soon as you can. But you do have a lot more time. It's a lot kind of less stressful than sniping, where you always have to be concentrating, trying to snipe the cards, because you have a lot of people doing exactly the same method as you. This one here, very, very easy to do. As I said, probably the best way of making points right now on FIFA 17. So, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like on it. Subscribe if you are new around here. 100 likes as well would be awesome. Would really, really appreciate that. Also, if you do leave a like on the video, it really helps my channel out, because the more likes the video gets, the higher it gets put in YouTube's search engine. So the video will get more views, and my channel will grow even quicker. So if you could leave a like on it, that would be awesome. Also, thank you guys so much for 16,000 subscribers. Closing in on 20,000. If we could get that by the start of the new year, which I doubt it, but if we could, that would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy, and see you in the next video. Take care.